What I'm going to talk about today is all of the games that are coming out that I'm really excited for, specifically role-playing games / adventure type games. Many are coming out in 2024, but not all of them. Some of them take a little bit more time to marinate, so it's going to take a little bit longer, but I'm still going to be including it here, just overall upcoming RPG / adventure games that I'm excited for because yeah, it looks so cool. So let's get started. Number 1, Persona 3 Reload. This just had to be at the top of my list because I don't know if you can see my poster over here. So this is Persona 5. That was the first Persona game I've ever played. It like surpassed so many video games for me. Legend of Zelda is my ultimate number 1. Persona 5 got all the way to 2nd place. I'm kind of playing it backwards. I started with Persona 5 first and then Persona 4. And then, I wanted to check out Persona 3. Persona 3 Reload is going to be a remake of Persona 3 with a few new story changes, but mostly just a remake of the original. In Persona 3 Reload, you play as a transfer student who then unlocks a special power of summoning a persona. With a group of other high school students, you form a group called the Specialist Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEES, C's for short, to explore the mysteries of the Dark Hour. You'll be able to decide how to spend each day, whether it be fighting for your friends, bonding with them, or improving your stats. This game also focuses on strategy as the gameplay has a turn-based combat. You'll build your team to battle shadows as you uncover the truth. In comparison to the original Persona 3, there are going to be new scenes, character interactions, cutscenes, combat mechanics, soundtracks, and more. Yeah, going backwards, I can appreciate the original style of games. That's the whole point of a remake, to be able to play the game, enjoy the same beautiful story, but in a sense where a lot of our tastes and a lot of our, how do I say it, like maintenance, high maintenance. We become higher maintenance when it comes to just like graphics, video game style over the years. That's because, consoles are improving, coding and game creation is improving. So of course, we just become higher maintenance to the type of games that we like to play. We're always gonna have the nostalgic games that we can always go back to and still enjoy. There's a lot of saying that Persona 3 Reload is pretty much the Persona 3 game, kind of in the style and game mechanics of Persona 5. It's releasing pretty soon. Also another reason why I want this to be first, so you can go ahead and grab that right away. But it's releasing on February 2nd of this year, 2024. It's gonna be on PC, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and then Xbox XS series. Another remake is going to be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So I'm really excited to be able to see a lot of our favorite characters. Yuffie, Tifa, Aerith, Cloud. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is a part of the ongoing Final Fantasy VII Remake project, offering a reimagined story in 3 standalone titles by the original creators. This game, which will be releasing soon, is a sequel to the Final Fantasy VII Remake that came out in 2020, the first of the remake trilogy. After escaping Midgar, Cloud and his friends embark on a journey across a vast and vibrant planet, introducing you to new adventures and settings. You can explore beautiful regions, uncover hidden areas, and engage in rewarding side content and mini-games. The graphics and gameplay look amazing, and also I just love any game where you can really explore and get to see all of it, just like go everywhere and quest everywhere. It is releasing very soon. It's going to be releasing on February 29th of this year, 2024, but it's exclusively only on PS5. If you don't play League of Legends, you can still go ahead and enjoy this game because it looks so freaking cute. This game is called Bandletale, a League of Legends story. So I played League of Legends just a little bit back in college. It was cool. It was fun. It was fun to play with friends, but I think it just didn't attract me too much. I like very story-driven games. Story and like kind of exploration and obviously like simulation, crafting, farming, those type of games. But League of Legends franchise is just amazing. Like, even though I barely play like the main game, ADA, I love listening to their music, just have it on repeat. What else was there? Arcane. Ooh, oh my gosh. I love all the characters just because it's so good. They even collaborated with Porter Robinson on one of his songs. So I definitely can tell that Vandal is gonna be something I will enjoy a lot just because I like the variety of what, you know, League of Legends has created with their characters, their whole theme, their whole series, etc. So this game is gonna be really fun. You go ahead and go explore the world with your neighbors and different characters from League of Legends that's in there. Do gathering and gather materials and farm for stuff, and then you just start crafting things, and there's like little celebrations and little stories. If you haven't already watched my video showing 10 upcoming cozy games coming out in 2024, this game's not there, but it should be. But I was already applying it here to RPGs because it is considered and labeled by League of Legends as a crafting RPG. So there's no exact release date for Vandal, but it is planned for 2024 release, specifically on Nintendo Switch and PC. So this is Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, but the one that's coming out this year, 2024, is the sequel. So that's gonna be Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. You play as an elder vampire, navigating a modern-day Seattle, a city filled with power struggles and on the brink of an open war. You rely on blood to sustain yourself and fuel your supernatural abilities. There are a variety of vampire clans you can choose to join, each with unique abilities and playstyles. Your choices will shape the balance of power and the city's destiny. Although this is a sequel to the first Bloodlines game, the story will differ, so you're not going to miss anything if you haven't played the first one. But I do recommend at least checking out some of the gameplay videos to understand the vibe. When I watched the first one, it gave me a lot of vibes of Grand Theft Auto type of games. So stuff like that, where you're just kind of roaming around the city, doing missions and everything like that, and just focusing on yourself, but like you have the freedom to roam around and explore. The reason why I think of Grand Theft Auto is because a lot of the exploration games that I do is typically around like the realm of like some fantasy world and a lot of mountains and a lot of nature. So I will have to wait a little bit, but this is going to be releasing later this year in fall 2024. And it is going to be releasing on PC, and you can get that on Steam. This game is kind of like a dark fantasy. It is Metaphor Rifantasio. I don't know if that's not how you pronounce it, but I'm very excited for this one too because it's by Atlas. If you see like the design of it, you could tell it's very similar to the Persona 5 style. And you know, Persona 5, Persona 4, like all those games are very dark. A sense of mystery of some sort, just kind of like, ooh, what's going on here? Like, there's dark themes, etc. But Metaphor Rifantasio is like that times 10, at least from what I've watched in the video and I've gone on the website. It just looks very kind of like sinister. Maybe that's a better word. Metaphor Rifantasio offers a beautifully dark fantasy world filled with unsettling mysteries and an imminent kingdom crisis. You must fight for the throne, rising above fear to confront the challenges ahead and take action to determine the fate of the kingdom and its people. So the release date for Metaphor Rifantasio is planned sometime this 2024. It's gonna be on PC, Persona 5, PS5, PS4, and Xbox Series XS. Another game to look forward to is Abyss Fantasia. So this one looks really cool. This one is, it states in Steam that it's hand-drawn. So this one feels like they're really creating a storybook and making it come to life. I really like that type of design. This game is really cute. It looks very like story-driven. Embarking on an expedition into the mystical world of Abyss Fantasia, you'll be playing as Yujili, the missing girl. The Abyss is a massive chasm with no visible end, and it has a profound impact on those who venture into it. The weak-willed may lose their sanity and humanity, transforming into unrecognizable forms. Yet the promise of precious treasures lures explorers deeper. The treasures found and choices made in exploration can be collected in the Book of Fate and transformed into cards. These cards are used to solve complex mysteries, alter character destinies, and confront dangerous monsters in the abyss. I have never seen a game of this kind of style before too much. Usually if I see it in this style, it's only a visual novel, but this one is actually a role-playing game where you kind of get to go to different places and explore, battle, etc. and continue onward. So Abyss Fantasia, this is planned for release this year, 2024, and it's gonna be on PC, so I will put the Steam link down below if you want to go ahead and check that out. This game is The Time I Have Left. I also like the kind of story or theme that is coming from it. It's a bit dark, dreary, commenting on like the disturbances in the world and death and just a lot of those kind of themes, which I don't know why I like them so much, is because it feels so realistic. Like there's so much that you can learn from video games, especially when the world in real life is just so crazy and hectic. Whenever I can find games that I can relate to, it just makes me feel less alone. You play as the protagonist, Aline. Is it Aline or Aline? I don't know, but I'll just say Aline. And find yourself suddenly marked for death by a mysterious phenomenon known as the miasma. In this narrative time-driven game, you'll explore the vast underground complex of Colony 7. You'll face disturbing visions of death in a dynamic turn-based combat system as you delve deeper into the game's mysteries. Uncover the hidden truth behind Colony 7, but do it quickly, or else time's up. Beautiful game. I'm kind of nervous about the time-based part of it, but that's the whole part about the experience, is that it is time-based. There is some turn-based gameplay here and turn-based reaction, so hopefully that will help a little bit when it comes to it, because I think if it was just time-based and no turn-based whatsoever, I would just like automatically perish in the game. But yeah, this game is going to be coming out on PC and it is planned for release this year, 2024. Dragon's Dogma 2. This one just reminds me of D&D. Looking at the gameplay for Dragon's Dogma 2 is very open world, immersive action type of RPG, but I can go ahead and like fight things real time. So in D&D games, you're doing turn-based combat. But for here, it just more reminds me of D&D and that type of kind of like world or immersion, but it's not too much too specifically like the game. It's just like another world that you can go ahead, explore freely, open world, and fight things. The story begins in an underground gall where the dragon's voice echoes in the fog of lost memories. Ascend, arisen, and best in me, in accordance with the dogma of this world. Betwixt the domain of human and beastren, a hero must fulfill their forgotten destiny. What dogma does your heart see through your eyes? 'Tis a tale of one who shall slay the dragon and claim the throne. Dragon's Dogma 2 offers a rich and immersive fantasy world for players to explore. It is a single-player action RPG that emphasizes player choices. You'll be able to shape your experience by customizing your character's appearance, vocation, and party. You'll also be accompanied by companions called pawns, enhancing the feeling of a unique adventure and providing assistance in a manner reminiscent of a multiplayer gameplay in this single-player adventure. This one unfortunately does not have a release date yet. I recorded this part a week before they announced the release date, which is now March 22, 2024. It is planned to be on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. So now I'll be getting into the games that are upcoming but not yet confirmed what date they will be releasing. So we don't know if it's going to be this year, 2024, maybe it'll be next year, 2025, maybe it'll be 2030. Who knows? But it is upcoming games that are in the process of being developed and created, and they have a lot of content already out, so I'm assuming it's gonna be sometime soon. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get to those right now. This game is set in a land called Cetera. This land is filled with unexplored regions, promising untold rewards and riches for those who dare to venture it. While Cetera may seem serene at first glance, it is the front lines of an ongoing war against the Void. This conflict has resulted in the twisting of time and space, providing many mysteries and opportunities for those willing to delve into the dangers and contradictions of this unique world. You can gain the power to manipulate space and time, form alliances throughout your adventures, and pave the way to conquer new territories. Uncovering the secrets of Cetera's timeline is your key to saving everyone, including yourself. Chrono Odyssey. Oh my gosh. I don't know when it's coming out, but this game looks beautiful. Like, like probably like the story is already gonna be amazing just like from the look of it, and like the gameplay looks really fun already, but like just like I love games where it looks so freaking beautiful. I'm pretty sure a lot of us can appreciate like the artistic work that goes into making games like this, but I'm just gonna relate it to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I don't think it's anything similar. I think I'm only thinking of the similarity in the names, like Odyssey. But in Assassin's Creed Odyssey, when I played that game, it was so beautiful. Like I felt like I was there, like I was actually visiting, like, oh, this is how it'd feel like if I could travel, if I had money to travel, you know? So I remember, other than just like playing the game, I would just walk around. I would climb buildings and then just like look across everything and be like, wow, this is gorgeous. So I already know when I'm gonna be playing Chrono Odyssey, that's all I'm gonna be doing too. I'm gonna stop and just enjoy the view because look at this. This is freaking gorgeous. This MMORPG has no release date yet, but has been announced that it's going to be on PS5, Xbox Series XS, and PC. Another game that's in the works is Project Mugen. So like I said earlier when I was talking about Vampire Bloodlines 2 and how I haven't really played games where you explore the city, this is an open world game, but you're exploring like the city and like cityscapes and all that stuff. Project Mugen is an open world RPG where you play as an Esper who is a top investigator, widely recognized as the Infinite Trigger. This game revolves around the mobility and exploration within a large cityscape, offering various movement methods to navigate the city and experience the various districts within it, both on the ground and in the air. As you investigate and explore, you'll find yourself faced with supernatural events and anomalies that threaten to balance the world. You'll also meet other Espers. You'll team up with them to battle the chaos, but you'll also uncover more of their backstories as you progress through the game with them. Project Mugen is free to play and has both single player and multiplayer modes, but not an MMORPG, more like just inviting your friends to play in the game, like in Genshin or Animal Crossing. Oh, I guess there's actually some games that I have played where it is city exploration, but I don't know. I guess I don't play it too much, or like it's not long enough for me. Like I have played the Spider-Man games and those are really fun, but they like I feel like the story was really short for them, so I think maybe that's why I didn't really recall it that much. But now I'm remembering because this game, the mechanics and like the ability to just be so mobile and free to explore the whole city and the whole area. There's a lot of similarities that everyone says and that I can also see too, just like the way that you're kind of like floating and flying through the air, through like tops of the skyscrapers and in between the skyscrapers, reminds me a lot of these Spider-Man games. It looks like it's kind of like Persona 5 style a little bit too, and like the type of like friendship levels that you'll get with the characters. I think that's really important to me when it comes to a game. Like when I played Xenoblade Chronicles, like that feeling of friendship in a game with the different characters like makes me feel less alone. So I think that's something that I can see from this game as well. So no release date yet, but they did announce that it's going to be on PS4, PS5, and mobile. I hope you enjoyed and found some new games to add to your wish list. And if you need a little bit more games to add to your wish list and you like cozy games, definitely check out this video here next where I go over 10 cozy games coming out this year, 2024.